Constructing your life is about much more than just building a bank account. Each week, join real estate entrepreneur and mindset coach Austin Linney as he interviews guests who are constructing their dream lives and impacting the world around them on a daily basis. If you're an entrepreneur or wanting to start a business, or you just want to hear motivating stories of how others have overcome the odds, you are in the right place. And now for your host, Austin Linney.
Guys, welcome back to Construct Your Life. This is Austin Linney with the Construct Your Life Rant. The word we're going to talk about today is uncomfortable. You know, uncomfortable is a word that in society we use to construct a negative thing. You know, it's very common that we have created a society based on the fact that nobody wants to be uncomfortable. You know, don't push yourself too hard because you might get uncomfortable. You know, don't dream too big because you might not achieve it. Because with technology and with all the things that we're creating these days, we have become a society of the now nation. We want it now. We want to see results now. We want the food delivered now. We got the microwave now. So nobody wants to spend 1 minute being uncomfortable. And I read an amazing book called The Psychology of Money. And it was talking about how a fever regulates things that are going wrong within the body. And, you know, when you get sick and your fever breaks, you're better, right? You're always on the better side of it. But in our society, we want to take a pill or we want to stop the discomfort right away instead of sitting with it, understanding why we're uncomfortable, and then making a choice on how we can be better and maybe not as uncomfortable moving forward. But instead of doing that, we sit with distractions or Netflix or our phone or alcohol or all these things. And so the word uncomfortable has a bad connotation to it. It is a thing that we push away from instead of push towards. I spend every day trying to get more uncomfortable with where I'm going. I put myself in rooms I shouldn't be in. I put myself in conversations that make me uncomfortable. And I work out harder because it makes me uncomfortable. And every time I push through that comfort, that uncomfortableness, I become a stronger, better version of myself. And so I want to ask you, when was the last time you were uncomfortable? Because comfort zones kill. They kill a lot. They kill your dreams. Slowly over time, they kill your soul. They kill the music inside of you. And so your need to not be uncomfortable is allowing you and forcing you to live a mediocre life. Because you view the pain as too much. When in reality, the pain is how you get better. The reason that I didn't want to face my alcoholism, the reason that I said, oh, it wasn't that big of a deal, is because I put it in the corner. I put it in the closet with the lights off. It's not a big deal. I'm still getting everything done I want to. It wasn't until I brought it into the light and truly shined a light on how uncomfortable and got real with myself on how uncomfortable I was making people around me, myself, and all these things that I allowed myself to fight through the uncomfortableness to become a better version of myself. And so it's very important to me that you sit with this word. And next time that you're feeling uncomfortable, or next time that you're feeling like you're out of your league, I want you to sit there. And I want you to take a minute. And I want you to ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Is it my real emotion, or is it a story that I created that tells me I'm uncomfortable? Because I'm letting you know something right now. If you spend your whole life running and staying in your comfort zone, you will be right where the fuck you are today. Not where you want to be. You cannot run from discomfort and your problems and not having 1 second of discomfort, because you will be exactly where the fuck you are today. It is through pushing through the uncomfortableness that we allow ourselves to test ourselves, to understand that we're greater than we think we are. Because it is through these trials and tribulations, it is through the leap, taking the leap into the belief of who you think you are, or who you know you should be, that we allow ourselves to level up. But if you spend your whole life hiding from discomfort, it will be a very boring, lonely life. Because the people that hang around me are pushing through barriers, are pushing through the uncomfortableness. And here's the secret. I'm going to give you the secret to life. When you get to the other side of that uncomfortableness, you realize it wasn't that bad. And every time you get through, you're that much stronger. You weaponize yourself. You become better. You've leveled up. But by not doing it, by staying on this side of the wall, you're going to be exactly where you are. And so I want to ask you a question, and this is what I ask myself every day. What can I do today to make myself uncomfortable? What can I do today to press myself farther along? What can I say yes to today that's going to stretch my comfort zone, but allow me to be a better version of myself? I had a word that I used in 2018 when I started getting sober. And the word for me was lean in. I leaned in. I leaned into everything, and I said yes to everything. Despite the uncomfortableness, despite not knowing where I wanted to be, I said yes. I leaned in. And by leaning in, I found parts of myself that I didn't know existed. And I found that I was a lot stronger than I thought I was. And I started killing stories that I thought were true. And by leaning in, it allowed me to see myself in a new light. And so I'm asking you, what light do you see yourself in? And what light can you pass through so you can be a better version of yourself? People say, man, I don't want to be uncomfortable. I say, bring it on, because it's time to level up. So I hope everybody got some value from that, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to Construct Your Life with Austin Linney. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to rate, review, subscribe, and pay it forward by sharing with a friend. Most importantly, take this opportunity to start constructing your life by taking immediate action on what you learned. For show notes, resources, and more information on one-on-one coaching with Austin, visit constructyourlifepodcast.com.